Are you looking for a change? Summer moving season is here, and right now the market is red hot. At Frankie's Fine Homes, we are committed to putting you in your dream home. Surrounded with great neighbors, a desirable location, and of course, at the right price. Frankie's Fine Homes, your expert guide for the perfect summer move.
And the teeth, they are blinding, aren't they? All right, we got Frankie's Fine Homes.
Only the best on the market, Sarah.
That's right, pretty fine. And we want you to play real estate agent here today. I came dressed to sell. Frankie's dressed to sell.
Tried my best.
Let's start with Mitch Marner. We want you to list the top 3 homes for him this summer.
All right, the top 3 homes I'm going to try and sell Mitch Marner starts out west with the Anaheim Ducks. We're going to go out to California. And what do we say about an up-and-coming neighborhood? There's potential there.
That's right.
There is potential for the Anaheim Ducks and Mitch Marner because this is a team that's potentially on the cusp of doing something here, turning the corner, and Mitch Marner can be a big piece that moves them there. Not to mention, they're going to have a new head coach in Joel Quenneville, who had so much success coaching a guy like Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews. And now you look at it, if you're Mitch Marner, you're like, there's a great location. It's a team that's on the cusp. There's a good coach, and they have a ton of cap space. And you know what that means? Money, money, money. If he really wants to capitalize on where he signs, if you go to the Anaheim Ducks, there's a lot of boxes that can be ticked off. Number 2, the Carolina Hurricanes. If you're looking for a fresh start with a change of pace, we know the way Toronto is. It's hustle and bustle. It's traffic everywhere. It's urban. You go to Carolina, you're living a different lifestyle. It's quiet, and this team craves a superstar like Mitch Marner. They need Mitch Marner in their neighborhood, and he can be the piece that puts them over the top, which I think is so important for him, coming from a situation in Toronto where the team couldn't get as far as they wanted to go. Well, Carolina, they have a different speed bump as far as where they get to in the playoffs. If Mitch Marner can go there and be a part of the solution, that would be really advantageous for his legacy as far as being a winner in the NHL.
And up their value.
Exactly.
Right?
There we go. And the number 1 spot is the Vegas Golden Knights, because you don't need to do a renovation. You don't need to do anything. You're moving right into the house. It's ready to win now, and it has been for a little while. And the best part about it is you're going to play with a centerman probably in Jack Eichel, who is not that different than Austin Matthews, who you had so much success with in Toronto. So you're going to get one of the best two-way centermen in the league. You're going to get a ready-made team that is in win-now mode, and you'll get the perks of a nice lifestyle out in the desert, a nice big house with a pool. Yeah, you might not cash in the way that you would in Carolina or Anaheim, but as far as winning and not having to be the guy that makes the team win, but being a piece in the team that wins, that might go a long way for Mitch Marner as well. I have the number 1 spot for him as the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay, you're getting pretty good at this sales thing. Let's see if we can expand on these deals a little bit. Now, you had Carolina on your list, and he rejected a trade there at the deadline, a trade that would have landed the Leafs Mikko Rantanen, of course. So if he signs there, does that change his legacy in Toronto?
I think his legacy is cemented in Toronto. There's going to be a large portion of the fan base that is just unhappy with Mitch Marner, with the way things went down, the fact that they didn't win, and the fact that he's moving on now. And also, if you went back to the last negotiation, how he got every last penny from the Toronto Maple Leafs. So whether it's Carolina or Vegas or Dallas or you name a team, people are going to be unhappy. I guess because it's Carolina and he didn't want to go there at the trade deadline, people would be more disgruntled about it. But at the same time, he earned the no movement clause. The team didn't trade him before it kicked in. And obviously his wife was dealing with something. She was pregnant at the time. So I can understand him exercising that option at the time. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't want to go there now. But, I mean, regardless of where he goes or when he goes, Leaf fans are not going to be the most pleased about how things played out.
Yeah, that's true. And there have been talks that Marner might not opt for the full 7-year term. Do you think he really could sign a 2-year deal to become a free agent again in 2027?
I don't see why you would, because you're leaving too much money on the table. You could sign now for a long-term deal, cash in on a lot of money, and you're still going to have some time left at once it's all said and done. But it just seems like if you're going to a new location, It's not familiar. It's not overly comfortable. Now you're saying, I'm going to have 2 unbelievable seasons and I'm going to cash in for even more. It feels like it's not the smartest thing to do, because sometimes when players move from a location where they've had so much success for a long time, they go somewhere else. They don't always hit the ground running. Like, he might not have a 100-point season. So I would say you have to find a way to cash in as much as you can now and put yourself in a good spot where I don't know why you would leave that much money on the table.
Right. This ain't Frankie flipping homes.
No.
This is Frankie's fine homes.